So it's about there. There you go. Okay, guys, so we are now live over on YouTube as well as here on TikTok as well. So we are going to do a 20-question theory test on this driving test success app. It's made by Driving Test Success, actually. It is the 4-in-1 theory kit. The link is in the description. And you can also get the link on my TikTok bio as well. Okay, so you can download it straight from my link, so you know exactly you're getting the correct app as well. You pay currently just under £5, and it's a one-off payment only. You don't need to pay ever again, unless you swap between Android and Apple or whatever else. Okay, but that's another story. Okay, so let's start this off. We're going to do the theory test. You can actually choose lots of things you want to do on this, okay? Let's just switch this pencil on. All right, so we're going to do the theory test. You can go for the mock test itself and do the actual 50 questions on here, but that's going to take us a while. So what I want to do is, like you've seen, hopefully seen my other theory test videos on my channel here as well. If you haven't, have a look in the live section on my YouTube, and then you'll be able to see lots more of these videos on here as well, okay? Mihai, hello to you. Jaden Williams, hello, how are you doing as well? Matt T says, you live on TikTok as well, Baz? Yes, I'm actually live on YouTube and TikTok here at exactly the same time. But these ones for YouTube is going to go onto my YouTube channel, so you can rewatch it again later on, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a full breakdown of the questions and the answers, so you can really start to understand what it is you need to start thinking about, how you're supposed to be doing the questions and the answers, okay? How to break down, basically. Excuse me. So we're going to go for all the categories but the videos. The reason I don't do the videos is because it kind of like goes into landscape mode, and you can't really see it properly on your screen. So if you're watching it on your phone and iPads, it's the orientation is a bit weird. Okay. Evan just said, I just keep coming back to this. I love your presentation. Thank you, Evan. Good to see you online again, buddy. Okay, let's start this up. Okay, so you guys online, you're going to answer A, B, C, or D. If you don't know, all you need to type is IDK. I don't know. Ah, that's you, Matty, on there. Matty. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube as well as TikTok. Yeah, you've replied on both channels, haven't you? Okay, right. So on here, you can go for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the questions. We're going to go for 20 questions, and that's going to be good. We're going to go for car driver in Great Britain. That's fine. And we're going to go for questions not seen yet. So that gives you a bit of a variety of the other videos that we've done as well, okay? Okay, so let's start this off. Okay, question number 1. How will a police officer in a patrol vehicle signal for you to stop? How will a police officer in a patrol vehicle signal for you to stop? Excuse me. Is it A, pull alongside you, use the siren and wave you to stop? B, flash the headlights, indicate left and point to the left? C, overtake and give a slowing down arm signal? Or D, use the siren, overtake, cut in front and stop? A, B, C, or D. So what we want to do here, we want to break the question down. And this one's actually quite easy in any case. Just pick out the keywords. Obviously, we know it's a police officer. How are they going to signal for you to stop? Now, I can see pretty much all of you on the screen are actually typing B. Yeah, you're all typing B, 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 B. Palmjet is saying B. Is that Sog? He's saying B. Zara saying B. Daisy's saying B. Ebony's saying B. Mariam, Deepika, Mayada, Evan. All saying B, apart from Evan, who said C with a question mark. Overtake and give a slowing down arm signal. Evan, that is the wrong answer, I'm afraid, buddy. Try again. I'll give you a clue. Everybody is saying B. I might have just given you a little bit of a clue there. Try again. Lauren says, I still can't believe I passed my theory. These lives are so helpful. Bazino, well done, Lauren. Well done, well done. Okay, so pull alongside you, use the siren and wave you to stop. They generally don't pull up alongside you. It might be a bit more, it might be dangerous for them to do that. Flash their headlights. Imagine they're driving behind you. They'll indicate left, and the driver will even point to the left and indicating you to stop. That's very plausible, okay? So that's so far, that B is the most common sense answer. Overtake and give a slowing down arm signal. Again, maybe dangerous for that to happen, okay? Use a siren, overtake, and cut in front and stop. No, because that's not a good idea. They're never going to cut in front of you unless they absolutely want you to stop and you've not been stopping or something, okay? So I'm going to say, like, pretty much all of you saying B. Flash the headlights, indicate left, and point to the left. Matty said he will. Put his lights on, proceed to blind you for the next 3 miles, then you've got 4 punctures. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have read that out loud now that we're live on YouTube. They won't be doing that. That's what just Matty T has just said. Okay, we can look at the hint. And it is you must obey signals given by police. If a police officer in a patrol vehicle wants you to pull over, they'll indicate this without causing danger to you or other traffic. Just like I said, the other options could potentially be dangerous, okay? So we know B, flash headlights, indicate left and point to the left would be the safest option. Pretty much all these on the screen are saying B, so let's go with B. Sounds good to me. Question number 2. You arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash. No other vehicle is involved. The rider is unconscious and laying in the middle of the road. What's the first thing you should do at the scene? Okay, now guys, before you really look at the answers, let's pick out the key words in this question. I just realized a lot of you can't actually see this screen properly. There you go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay. Okay, you've arrived at the scene of a motorcycle crash, but there's no other vehicle involved. The rider is unconscious. Now, that's important to remember. The rider is unconscious, okay? And he's laying, or she is laying in the middle of the road. Could be in a dangerous or compromising position, okay? What's the first thing you should do at the scene? Remember, you arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash, okay? Move the rider out the way, warn other traffic, clear the road of debris, or give the rider reassurance, okay? Now, it's a bike rider. They are unconscious. They've been involved in a crash. Move the rider out the way? No. Ideally, you don't want to touch them. You don't want to move them because you could cause them some sort of injury, couldn't you? Yeah? You could cause them injury. So you don't know what kind of injury they currently have. So you shouldn't move them. Also, to add to that, you should not also take off their helmet. Do not remove their helmet because, again, they've been in a crash and they've most likely been injured. They are unconscious. You don't know what sort of injuries they have. Yeah, I would probably wait. In fact, not probably wait for the paramedics or police ambulance to turn to do that. Okay. Warn other traffic. That could be possible. Yeah, especially if you arrive, you're the first person there. Okay. Clear the road of debris? No, leave that alone. Leave that alone. You don't want to be, because if another car's coming, you could be injured as well if they don't realize that there's a crash there. Give the rider reassurance? Well, they're unconscious. They are unconscious. How can you reassure them? Yeah, does that make sense? Love is saying B. Paulus is saying B as well. Matty, I'm not going to read that out. Rimshare is also saying B as well. Mayeda is saying B. Nish is saying B. Angel is saying B. Palmjet is saying B. Ebony just said D though. Give the rider reassurance. Yeah, just think about that. They are unconscious. Isaac James is saying A. Smart Key is saying B. Saying if you're saying A, move the rider out the road. No, again, just don't touch them, don't move them. They might have some injuries that you cannot see, and you could cause some serious further injuries. So don't touch them in that sense. Okay, so I would say probably warn other traffic would be the right answer. Let's look at the hint. The motorcycle is in an extremely vulnerable position, exposed to further danger from traffic. Approaching vehicles need advance warning in order to slow down and safely take avoiding action or stop. Don't put yourself or anyone else at risk. Use the hazard warning lights on your vehicle to alert other road users to the danger. So yeah, warn other traffic. So you put your hazard warning lights on your car. Yeah. Safest option in this sense. So that's the one we're going to go for. So yeah, most of you were saying B anyway, so that's good. Question 3, guys. Why should you try and park in a secure car park? A secure car park. Is it? It doesn't cost anything to park there. It helps deter thieves. It makes it easy to find your car, or it stops the car being exposed to bad weather. Okay, so why should you try and park in a secure car park? All right, it doesn't cost anything to park there. Well, there's no parking places that are free these days. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay something. Okay, I can see a lot of people saying B actually. Fari Parry, hello to you as well. Amor is saying B. Paramjit is saying B. Smart Key saying B. Miyad is saying B. Angel saying B for Baz. Love that. Ali's saying B as well. Mullah saying B. There's a few C's coming through. So saying C, but pretty much mostly saying B. Okay, B says it helps deter thieves. Yeah, that would make sense. It's a secure car park. Means security, the camera's there, so that's actually good. It makes it easy to find your car. Not always, yeah. It stops the car being exposed to bad weather. I mean, that could be right, but yeah, it's not the actual answer here, okay? It helps deter thieves. Yeah, so B is the correct answer on this one, guys. Does that make sense? Okay. Emmanuel just said, hello, good sir. I'm here for a refresher. Always handy to stay relevant and safe. Absolutely agree on that. Absolutely agree. Well done. Question 4. What type of emergency vehicle is fitted with a green flashing beacon? A green flashing beacon. Lionel Messi, yes, I hope that is the real you. Is this the 4-in-1 app? It is. It is the Driving Test Success 4-in-1 Theory Kit app. You can get it from the link in my description or my TikTok bio. And it's a brilliant app, really good. Okay, so is it a fire engine, a doctor's car, an ambulance, or a road gritter? A, B, C, or D? Oh, just have a bit of water. Okay, so yeah, all of you saying B again, aren't you? Somebody just said most of the answers seem to be B. I bet the next ones won't be. You watch. Okay, so fire engine. No, because the fire engines, the beacons or their lights are red, aren't they? Yeah. Doctor's car. Okay. Ambulance is also, sorry, fire engine is blue, not red. Well, I don't know why I said red. Blue flashing lights, okay, and white as well. They'll have blue and white flashing lights. Ambulance, same thing, blue and white flashing lights. Blue's for the emergency services, okay. Road gritter, because that's probably could be traveling only at sometimes 10 mile an hour or thereabouts slow. It'll be a yellow or an amber flashing beacon, okay. So we know it's not A, it's not D or C. So doctor's car will have a green flashing beacon. Yeah, most of you are saying B anyway, so that's excellent. That's the way to break it down. Really, really, really easy. Guys, if you like how I'm explaining things, how I'm breaking the questions down and the answers as well, and you're happy and you're learning something, you're thinking, right, this makes sense, okay? Click that follow button there right now, next to my name, okay? If you're over on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Yeah, subscribe, like these videos as well, and also make comments on these videos and watch my other videos on my content as well on YouTube and over on TikTok as well. And so if you're finding this really useful, yeah, click that follow and the subscribe button. I would really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I can see lots of people following. Demi Hope, thanks for the follow. Kelly P, Kirsten Martin, Amy Howe, thanks for the follow as well. Excellent. Okay. Let's click on to question 5. At traffic lights, what does it mean when the amber light shows on its own? Okay, what does it mean when the amber light shows on its own? Does it mean stop at the stop line, go if no pedestrians are crossing, go if the way is clear, or prepare to go? Okay, so at traffic lights, what does it mean when the amber light shows on its own? Okay, so if you're confused with that, let me just, I'm just going to show you these flashcards here as well, actually. So I know the traffic lights are on the back here somewhere. They should be, there they go. Okay, so if I just get rid of that just there. Okay, so it's saying to you, what does it mean if you just see, obviously you got red, red and amber, and then you got amber. What does it mean if you see amber on its own? What does that mean? Does it mean stop at the stop line? Hold on, is it flashing? Evans asks, no, it doesn't say it's flashing. It's just on its own. Good question though, Evan, good question. Now, I'm just saying to says, what does it mean when the flashing shows on its own? It's not, sorry, when the amber light shows on its own, it's not flashing, okay? So let's go from these options, okay? Stop the stop line. Well, that would make sense. So flashing amber, sorry, you got me saying flashing amber now, okay? Lionel Messi said it's about to turn red. Absolutely right. Sam Hughes is saying stop at the line. So A makes the most common sense answer so far. B says go if no pedestrians are crossing. No. Amber on its own, like I showed you in that picture, you know the lights are going to go to red. So when you see amber on its own, the light's going to change to red, which means stop to slow down, prepare to stop. If you're further back enough, yeah, stop at the stop line. If you're so close to that traffic light, that means you're going to have to slam your brake on. Don't slam your brake on. Go through the amber light. It's fine, okay? So when it says go if no pedestrians crossings, no, that's not the right answer. Go if the way's clear? No, that's not the right answer. Prepare to go? No. Yeah, so amber on its own does not mean go. Or B, C, and D is also go on it, which is the wrong answers. Stop at the stop line is the correct answer. Does that make sense, guys? Evan says, yeah, yeah, it's A, unless unsafe to stop. Yeah, correct. There we go. All right, so let's go for A. Question 6. What will become more expensive after you've been convicted of driving while unfit through drink or drugs? Okay, Is it your driving license will become more expensive, your insurance premiums, your vehicle test certificate, or your road fund license? A, B, C, or D on this one, guys. I can see everybody's saying B. Has the same B. Deepica is saying B as well. Asensio saying B. Parmjit, how are you all saying B as well? Insurance premiums as well. Um, yeah, you're pretty much all saying B, which is great. Jones says same as speeding tickets, actually. But drink or yeah, if you're driving through drink or drugs, it's actually your punishment is a lot more severe than just speeding tickets, actually. You know, I think with drink or drugs, it stays on your license for 6 years rather than 5 years, or is it 3 years, something like that. For speeding, it only stays for 3 years, I believe. Okay, so your driving license, that won't become more expensive. Your insurance premiums definitely will become expensive, much more expensive if you're convicted of driving while, drink or drugs. Vehicle test certificate, nope. Road fund license, no, that won't get expensive because of that conviction. So we know the answer definitely is insurance premiums will definitely rise. Yeah, good. You're pretty much all saying B. Gareth, Beefin, Halala, and Keita. Yep, you're all saying B. Apart from Halala, it just said A. Okay, question 7. You're parked on the road at night. When must you use parking lights? You're parked on the road at night. When must you use parking lights? Is it when the vehicle exceeds 30 miles an hour? When you're near a bus stop? When there are continuous white lines in the middle of the road? Or when you're facing oncoming traffic? A, B, C, or D? I can see pretty much everybody saying A. There's a couple of D's coming through. Blessed is saying D. Angel is saying A. T Grace is saying D as well. Howard is saying A. Ezra is saying D. Actually, there's more D's coming through, actually. Okay, yeah, there's lots of A's and D's. Parmjit says, I don't know. That's absolutely fine. Goat Edits just said D as well. Okay, let's look at the hint. Okay, there's lots of mix. Yeah, Becky said this one confuses me. That's fine, Becky. Joey's saying A. Joe Taylor, Magda is saying A. Blessed is saying A. Serene is saying A. Let's look at the hint. When parking at night, park in the direction of the traffic. This will enable other road users to see the reflectors on the rear of your vehicle. Use your parking lights if if your speed limit is over 30 miles an hour. So, when you're facing oncoming traffic, let me just think that. Okay, so that would be the wrong answer. Okay, so we know from that hint the answer is A, when the speed limit exceeds 30 miles an hour. So ideally what they're saying to you is you should really park in the direction of the traffic flow. Okay, so if you passing this way, when this car's lights are on, you've got mini reflectors on the back of your car. Yeah, these lights will reflect on that so they can see your car if the visibility is really poor or the lighting is really poor. If your car was faced this way, facing oncoming traffic, there's no reflectors on the front of the car. Yeah, the reflectors are on the back of the car. Does that make sense? So the answer actually is A. When you're near a bus stop, that doesn't matter. When there are continuous white lines in the middle of the road, again, that does not matter. When you're facing oncoming traffic, so we know here it's when the vehicle speed limit exceeds 30 miles an hour. Thanks for all the new follows, guys. Much appreciate that. Okay. Let's click on to question 8. How should you rejoin the motorway after a breakdown on the hard shoulder? Wait until a vehicle in the left-hand lane signals you to you that it's safe to rejoin. Keep your hazard lights flashing until you have safely rejoined the carriageway. Move straight out into the left-hand lane as you're not allowed to drive on the hard shoulder, or build up your speed on the hard shoulder before looking for a safe gap in the traffic. A, B, C, or D. Now think which is the safest option. Which is the safest option? So how should you? So let's say you've broken down. Okay, you've stopped on the hard shoulder. You've got your car fixed. How should you rejoin the main carriageway? So you're in the furthest left-hand lane, known as the hard shoulder, used for breakdowns and emergencies. Okay, how can you get into lane 1? How should you rejoin the motor after a breakdown? Let's look at this. Wait until a vehicle in the left-hand lane signals you that it's safe to do so. Nope, that could be very dangerous. Remember, they're coming down at 60, 70 miles an hour, sometimes faster, okay? Keep your hazard lights flashing until you have safely rejoined the carriageway. Well, you can keep your hazard warning lights on, so that's actually good anyway, on the left hand, and then put your right signal on when when you're up to a certain speed. Move straight out into the left-hand lane, as you're not allowed to drive on the hard shoulder. That's very dangerous. So we're not going to do C. We're not going to do C. You never move straight out, okay? Let's look at answer D. Build up the speed on the hard shoulder before looking for a safe gap in the traffic. Now, that actually makes more common sense, wasn't it? Yeah? You can use the hard shoulder, if it's safe and clear, to get your speed up to at least 50, 55 miles an hour. Make sure your right signal is on, and then start. Well, you should be looking anyway to see when it's safe to actually join the carriageway. Yeah? Let's look at the hint. To rejoin a motorway from the hard shoulder, you first need to build up your speed on the hard shoulder. Exactly what I said. You can then look for a safe gap in the traffic in the left-hand lane. Watch for traffic that may be returning from a lane on the right into the left-hand lane from where you are. Okay, so yeah, we know the answer actually is D. I think most of you were saying D in any case, so that's actually good. Okay, so did I choose the correct one? Yes, I did. Okay, question number 9 is, when is fuel consumption at its highest? When is fuel consumption at its highest? When you're accelerating, when you're braking, when you're turning sharply, or when you're coasting? A, B, C, or D. Serge is saying accelerating. Homer is saying A as well. Asensio is saying A. Magda is saying A. Liv is saying 1 or A. While he's saying A. I've just got a pop-up screen saying most sent A. Yeah, you pretty much, most of you are actually saying A, aren't you? Yeah. It's weird that this is actually coming up on my screen saying most are saying A. I love that. Okay, right. So yeah, when you're accelerating, that's the most of the time that you're going to be using more fuel. Okay, when you're braking, it does still use a little bit of fuel, but nowhere near as much as when you're actually accelerating. Okay, when you're turning sharply, again, no. When you're coasting, again, no. Yeah. When is fuel consumption at the highest? Yep, definitely A. When you're accelerating. Well done, guys. Question 10. What must you do if your eyesight has become very poor and you're no longer able to meet the driver's eyesight requirements? Okay. Tell your doctor, tell your optician, tell the driver licensing authority, or tell the police. A, B, C, or D. Jones is saying C. Nish is saying C. Ashley's saying C as well. Annabelle, Becky, Wally, Asensio, you're all saying C. Okay, let's look at them. Tell your doctor. Yeah, you can report to your doctor as well. However, we're talking about driving here, okay? So the doctor probably will tell you need to surrender your license, okay? Tell your optician, well, your eyesight has become very poor and you can't meet the driver's eyesight requirements. Tell the driver licensing authority. Yes, that would make more sense there, wouldn't it? Okay, you've got to tell the driving licensing authority, the DVLA, or tell the police. I'm not sure what they're going to do about it, but yeah, the obvious answer here is tell the DVLA, the driver license vehicle and licensing authority. You've got to tell them about it. Okay. Okay. Somebody just asked, why would you not tell an optician? Well, the optician probably already knows. The optician probably told you that your eyesight has become very poor and you're no longer able to meet the driver's eyesight requirements. They've probably told you that, okay? The chances are they can probably give you glasses, but will the glasses be good enough for you to actually be able to safely drive? That's another thing. But ideally, you pick out the keywords. What you do if your eyesight has become very poor and you're no longer able to meet the driver's eyesight requirements? So yeah, you tell the DVLA about it. Opticians can't always sort everything, mate. Opticians can't always sort everything. Who has priority when traffic lights are out of order? Who has priority when any traffic lights are out of order? Is it traffic turning right, traffic turning left, traffic going straight on, or nobody? A, B, C, or D? Now I can see everybody pretty much saying D. Yeah, pretty much all you saying D. So yeah, when the traffic lights are not working, nobody has priority. Left turns, right turns, straight ahead. No, you got to be very, very, very careful. Treat it like a crossroad junction without traffic lights. Simple as that. Okay, crossroad junction with no giveaway lines, and obviously the lights aren't working. So you've got to be looking at everywhere, left, right, straight ahead, left, right, straight ahead, and just see, is it safe for you to go? So nobody has priority. Question 12. Your vehicle is stationary. When may you use its horn? When another road user poses a danger, when signaling that you've just arrived, when it's used only briefly, or when the road is blocked by queuing traffic. A, B, C, or D? I can see pretty much everybody saying A. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. When another road user poses a danger. Yep, absolutely. So, for example, if you just stop there, remember, station means you're parked up, you stopped or whatever else. If the vehicle in front of you is reversing or somebody's trying to, haven't seen you, they're trying to pull up a junction, you can pap your horn and make them aware of your presence, okay? When signaling that you've just arrived, I know probably many people will do that, but that's not its intended use. When it's used only briefly, that's very open. When the road is blocked by queue and traffic, no, you're not really going to pap your horn because the traffic's blocked. What is that going to achieve? Probably nothing. Yeah, probably nothing. Okay, so excuse me. So the answer is A, when another road user poses danger. Chris, how you doing, buddy? Let's say, could you pop a Twitch link so I can transfer over when you get a chance, of course? I don't actually use Twitch, actually, Chris. Can we have a Twitch live link posted by anyone? Posted by anyone? Watch both? I will look into that, mate. Actually, I don't really know much about Twitch, but I will definitely look into that. But thanks for that. Thanks for that little message there. I shall definitely look at something like that. I'm open to ideas for streaming on other platforms as well. But I think YouTube and TikTok are probably the most ones there. Chris, drop me a message over on TikTok, buddy, if you can, and we'll have a chat. Good to see you again online as well. Okay, question 13. Which driving technique can help you save fuel? Using lower gears as often as possible, accelerating sharply in each gear, using each gear in turn, or missing out some gears, otherwise known as block changing. Somebody says, what does stationary mean? Station means when you're stopped, when you're stood still. Yeah, when you're not moving. Okay, which driving technique can help you save fuel? Now, I can think of two answers on this one, actually. Using lower gears as often as possible. No, because lower gear, when you're driving faster, it will use more fuel. Accelerating sharply each gear, no, because that's going to definitely use more fuel. And remember, we want to save fuel here, okay? Using each gear in turn kind of makes sense as long as you're changing gears bang on time, yeah? Or missing out some gears, otherwise known as block changing. Where are the chat answers coming in from? They're coming in from TikTok, mate. I'm also live on TikTok as well at the same time. And most of the answers are actually coming over from TikTok. I'm just on live on both sides. You're probably getting very confused, aren't you, Chris? Very confused. I'm not making it up, honestly. They're all live on TikTok. There's 500 people watching this live on TikTok right now. Exactly 500 people. So yes, Chris, you're not going crazy. Okay, so you can look at the hint on this one as well. So missing out intermediate gears when appropriate helps to reduce the amount of time spent accelerating and decelerating, the times when your vehicle uses the most fuel, yeah? So, yeah, D is the correct answer, miss out some gears, okay? Now, SC just says, doesn't that break your gearbox? No. So what we're going to look at is, so say, for example, you can jump from, so let's say you've gone first into second, second into third. That's good. Now, you can go from third into fifth gear. You can miss out fourth gear. Or you can go from first to second, second to third, third to fourth, accelerate and miss out fifth and jump into sixth gear. Block changing. Same when you're slowing down. You can go from sixth gear into fourth gear, into second gear. And then once you're slowed right down, almost stop, then you can go into first gear. You shouldn't go from sixth into first gear. That could be very dangerous, yeah? That could break your gearbox, okay? So you can just block change, but don't massively block change, yeah? It's what I do teach as well. Roger that, as you were. Jeez, Chris, love that. Okay, so we know that was the correct answer. Okay, question 14. What does this sign here mean? A route for pedestrians and cyclists, a route for pedestrians only, no route for pedestrians and cyclists, or a route for cyclists only. Okay, a lot of people saying A. Nishkor is saying A. S is saying A. B. Film, Tagver, Farry, Kim, Becky, Jonesy, Bona, Bay, Alex, Amy, you're all saying A. Pramjit, Erie is saying A as well. Huma, Angel, yeah, pretty much all saying yeah. Saying A, sorry. A route for pedestrians and cyclists. Remember, look at the colour. We know it's in a blue circle. It's an order. It's telling yes, you can do it. Yeah, and there's pedestrians and a cyclist, so we know the answer is A. Route for pedestrians only. If that was the case, the cyclist won't be in there. No route for pedestrians and cyclists is blue, not red. Yeah, it needs to be. If it was in a circle of the red border, that means no, you can't do. Okay, and a route for cyclists only. No, there's pedestrians in there, so we know the answer is A. Break it down that way. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. Aaron, Aaron says, I just came up from TikTok to say hello. You're looking lonely over here. Thanks, Aaron. It's all good. It's all good, buddy. Thanks for joining uh the YouTube live as well, guys. So again, like I said earlier on, if you're enjoying this, if you sort of liking what I'm doing, how I'm explaining and breaking the questions down, make sure you're liking or following me here on TikTok, and also make sure you're following or subscribed over on YouTube as well. Okay, so like the videos. Everybody on TikTok, you can, and even on YouTube, you can actually rewatch all of these videos on my live section over and over and over again. Okay, I'll break the questions down, break the answers down to make it really understandable. A key thing which I think is really important when you're doing your theory test and learning these is you don't want to just memorize the question and the answers. You have to learn them, understand them, make sure you know what they mean. So it's not just about passing your theory test, it's about understanding what you see, what you know, what these signs mean and so on when you're actually driving, without having to think, oh, I can't remember this, what is it? And then think, oh yes, I know, this is a route for cyclists and pedestrians. Yeah, understand them, learn them, don't memorize them. That should be a new logo or a slogan. Okay, question 15. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation is too narrow to contain your vehicle? Proceed to the central reservation and wait. Switch the pencil on. Emerge slightly to show your intentions. Stop in the first lane so that other vehicles give way, or wait until the road is clear in both directions. Okay, you're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation between the two carriageway is too narrow for your vehicle to fit in? Okay, now I can see all of you saying D or 4. Little Amma, B Film, Mahar, you're all saying B. Ali, Bona, you're all saying D. Faith is saying D as well. Yep, correct. D is the correct answer. Aaron Osborne is that Osborne? Aaron Osomi? Aaron, I'm just going to say Aaron. It's saying A though. Proceed to the central reservation and wait. But that means your car's going to be sticking out, Aaron. Your car's going to be sticking out. Katie said, what is a central reservation? Okay, so imagine you've got a dual carriageway. You've got a central reservation in the middle, okay? You want to be able to turn right from a junction, a road, okay? I was going to try to draw this actually, but it's not going to work unless I move this all the way back. No, it's not going to work. I'm going to disrupt my setup I've got. I don't want to move these right now. So a central reservation, dual carriage is 2 roads. Basically, you've got a central reservation. You can go through that central reservation to turn right onto the dual carriageway, okay? So yeah, you got to wait until the road is clear in both directions. Okay, question 16. You want to turn right at a box junction. What should you do if there's what should you do if there's oncoming traffic? What should you do if there's oncoming traffic, okay? Wait in the box junction if your exit is clear. Drive slowly into the box junction when signaled by oncoming traffic. Wait before the junction until it's clear of all traffic. Or D, drive on. You can't turn right at a box junction. A, B, C, or D. You can't see the question. Sorry, there you go. Is that a bit better? Sorry, I've moved it slightly. There we go. Hopefully you guys can all see the screen now. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to make sure on YouTube you can see the screen fully. Yeah, there we go. Is that better, guys? You can see everything now? Yes, it's better. Excellent. Good. Sorry about that. Okay. A, B, C, or D. So you want to turn right at a box junction, a yellow box junction, okay? What should you do if there's oncoming traffic? A lot of you saying A. So yeah, wait in the box junction if your exit is clear. Yeah, so if you're the leading car, i.e. the first car approaching that box junction, and your exit point, your right turn, is clear, there's no traffic being blocked there, you can go into the yellow box junction and wait there. Wait for all the oncoming traffic to completely pass you by, then you can take your turn only if your exit point is clear. Yeah, and so on. If you're the second car, there's another car in the box junction already, you cannot go into the box junction. I would normally wait outside the box junction or just before the traffic lights if there's traffic lights there. Yeah. Someone's asking, what is a box junction? A box junction is the yellow box junction. I don't know whether one of my cards is on here, if I can quickly find a box junction thingy or not. There we go. Yeah. You normally see that at a crossroad junction or something, a box junction, yellow box like that. You can't go into it unless your exit point is clear. All right. Yeah, there's a big story on the back of that card. Okay, so wait in the box junction if your exit is clear. Again, if you're not sure, you can look at the hint. You can wait in the box junction as long as your exit point is clear. At some point, there'll be gap in the oncoming traffic or the traffic lights will change, allowing you to proceed. Easy. A is the correct answer. Well done, guys. Question 17 is, what does this traffic sign mean? This one's easy. Service area ahead, sleepy road ahead, danger ahead, or tires liable to punctures ahead. A, B, C, or D. Hazard, Farry is saying C, Topsy is saying C, Kim is saying C, Tals is saying C as well, Wally, Margot, Charlie, Ferdo, you're all saying C. Yeah, most of you saying C. Mary saying 3. I think you mean C, but there you go. Angel is saying C. Lucas is saying C as well. Excellent, guys. We're smashing all these questions today. Doing really good. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, C, danger ahead. Yeah, exclamation mark is always a sign for danger, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, correct. Well done. So C is the correct answer. Question 18. We're almost there. Why are vehicles fitted with rear fog lights? Why are vehicles fitted with rear fog lights? Okay, it's to make them more visible when driving at high speed, to warn drivers following closely to drop back, to show when they're broken down in a dangerous position, or to make them more visible in thick fog. A, B, C, or D. Think safety on this one. This is actually quite an easy answer. It is easy. Pretty much every single one of you saying D or 4. Yeah, you're pretty much all saying D. Is a correct answer. Okay, so every vehicle pretty much has a fog light on the back of their car, but not every vehicle has a fog light on the front of the car. My new car right now, the one I've got now, does not have front fog lights, but my Mini before that did have front fog lights. Yeah, so yeah, when you put your rear fog lights on, if you're obviously driving in fog or thick foggy conditions, your fog lights are much more brighter. Evan says front fog lights are for rich people. Yes, I used to be rich. I'm no longer rich. I can't afford fog lights anymore. So your fog lights are not fog lights. Your fog lights are bright, really bright. They're pretty much as bright as your brake lights. Okay, so vehicles behind you in thick fog can actually see your vehicle is there. And if you've got thick fog and they're traveling too fast and you don't have your rear fog lights on, they could easily smack into the back of your car. And that obviously is going to be very dangerous. Yeah. So yeah, we need your fog lights on in in foggy weathers. Okay. As soon as the fog clears, switch the fog lights off. It's easy. I'll answer that question in a bit once we've done this, okay? Right, okay, guys, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you're liking my lives and you're following me on your TikTok and also subscribing over on YouTube as well, okay? You can watch this video back on again. It is being recorded for YouTube right now. We're live on YouTube right this moment. So it'd be on the live section. If you go onto my front page of my YouTube, click on the live section, you'll see lots of other videos, including this one, going up on there later on as well. Okay, and you can watch back all those videos, and I explain a lot of questions and answers as well. So you really start to understand how to figure these questions out and how to actually properly learn them, yeah, and how to understand them. Excellent. Okay, so question 19, we've got 2 more to go. You're driving on a motorway at nighttime. Which lights should you have on if there are other vehicles just ahead of you? Which lights should you have on if there are other vehicles just ahead of you? Side lights only, dipped headlights, front fog lights, or main beam headlights? Kim is saying B as well. Right, most of you are saying B. I think there's 22 people saying B, 23. The most common answer is B, by the looks of it, actually. I like this new feature on TikTok. It actually tells you which is the most common answer. Daisy McKennan, is that McKennan? Says B also over on YouTube. Thank you for participating on YouTube, Daisy. Much appreciate it. Ibrahim, this app is the 4-in-1 theory kit. You can get the link. It is on the front page of my TikTok bio, or it'll be on the description over on YouTube as well. Yeah, it's the driving theory 4-in-1. Yeah, okay, so most of you are saying B, dipped beam, correct answer, okay? Side lights only, you're driving at night. You don't just want to have your side lights on, you want to have your headlights on as well. So you want to always have your headlights on dipped headlights, okay? Dipped basically means that your headlights are actually dipped to the ground, like this. So it lights up the ground and doesn't blind the driver in front of you. A full beam or main beam is your headlights will dipped or pointing upwards, and it lights up the road. Okay, so you always want dipped headlights, not main beam or full beam, always dipped headlights, okay? Especially if you're driving behind another vehicle or have got oncoming cars, always go for the dipped ones, okay? Front fog lights, nope, it's not foggy, so we don't use fog lights when it's not foggy, okay? Main beam headlights, no, you're gonna blind those people, okay? When a main beam used, Abby, good question. You can use main beam if you're driving on a country road that's unlit, or even on a motorway that's unlit, as long as you don't have any vehicles in front of you that you're following or oncoming traffic. Then you can use your full beams or your main beam, okay? It just lights up the road a lot further. As soon as you got the vehicles, switch your full the main beams off, stick them back onto your dipped headlights, okay? Okay, so we know the dipped headlights is the correct answer. Okay, well done. So question number 20. You're on a smart motorway. What does it mean if a red cross is shown above the hard shoulder and mandatory speed limits above other lanes? Okay, what does it mean when a red cross is shown above the hard shoulder and mandatory speed signs on the other lanes? Okay, so the hard shoulder can be used as a normal running lane. The hard shoulder can be used as a rest area if you feel tired. The hard shoulder has a speed limit of 50 miles an hour, or the hard shoulder is for emergency or breakdown use only. A, B, C, or D on this. I'm just going to flag this because I don't want it to jump straight to, what we got right on this. Okay, so a lot of you are actually saying D. Krishna is saying D. George is saying D as well. Sarveen is saying D. Mary's saying C, though. The hard shoulder has a speed limit of 50 miles an hour. It actually does not here. So the hard shoulder is going to be this lane here, the left-hand lane, isn't it? Yeah. Because you've got a red X in it, means you cannot use it. Okay. Now remember, this is on a smart motorway. So in smart motorways, sometimes you can use the hard shoulder. So if this had a 50 in it, it means you can use the hard shoulder. Okay. Our clue is queue ahead. So most likely, if you've got a queue ahead, it could be for a slip lane. Okay, there's going to be other traffic there as well. So it's saying to you, watch out. There may be something going on the left-hand lane. So you're not allowed to use the hard shoulder. It's for breakdown or emergencies only. You can use lanes 1, 2, and 3. That's absolutely fine because there are 50 mile an hour signs on them. So if there was an X in this lane here as well, you can't use the hard shoulder or the left-hand lane. You can only use lanes 2 and 3. Does that make sense? Yeah. But here it shows lanes 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 1, 2, and 3 you can use. You cannot use the hard shoulder as a normal running lane. If that sign wasn't there, the X, and it was a 50, you can use the hard shoulder as a running lane. Okay, like it says here. But here we know the answer is the hard shoulder is only used for emergency or breakdown only. Does it make sense? Daisy, not a lot of people watching. I know it doesn't matter, but they could always watch this later on. Daisy, most people, I've got 469 people over on TikTok. So I'm live on 2 channels here on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time. Okay. So I'm answering questions and so on with people. 474 people, 476 over on TikTok, Daisy. That's why. I know you're probably thinking not a lot of people are watching you on YouTube, but they will do later on. They'll watch this back over again, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so guys, that's the last question. There we go. What do you think we got? What do you think we got? Do you think we got all 20 right? Or did we get 19 right? 18? What do you reckon? I personally think we got one wrong. What do you guys think? Just says we got 20 out of 20. Normally it's a bit of a plant time here, don't we? Let's have a quick look at the plant. There he is. There's Vimto the plant. There he goes. Okay, let's look at the Daisy says we got 20 out of 20. We're not going to review it. Let's have a look. What did we get? Look at that. We got 20 out of 20. Easy. So, guys, this is what you got to do. You got to break the questions down. You got to break the answers down. Okay, take your time. Don't rush to actually, complete this as well. So when you've got your 50 question on your real mock test, they give you 57 minutes, I believe. So maybe, if it's a bit of a complicated question, take a minute or so to, really read the question and the answers. If it's a really easy, really easy question and answer, it might only take you 5 to 10 seconds. That's it, yeah? So, use the time you got available. Don't just do them very quickly. Yeah, think about what's going on. Really understand the question and the answers, and that way your answers. Sorry, you'll get, you'll get much better questions and answers. You'll get 20 out of 20. You'll get 50 out of 50. Very very possible. You're going to get a lot of the answers correct. Yeah. Good stuff. Well done. Well done. Well done. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Now, I'm gonna everybody on TikTok, stay on. I'm just gonna end the live over on YouTube as well. So thanks, guys, for watching. I will be doing another live as well. If you just click onto the live section, there's many more of these videos that you can watch as well. And again, I'll explain it, the questions and the answers, and we've got 20 out of 20 on all those ones as well. Okay, so because I'm breaking all the questions and the answers down, it works. It works very well, guys. Okay, so thank you everybody on YouTube for watching. Make sure you're liking this, subscribing, and leave a comment on the videos. I'd much appreciate it. All right, thanks, guys, and I'll see you again soon.